Hello, my name is Tariq Jarrell Horn from New York, New York, and I am doing another update to video number one. I know that the maximum is 7 minutes, but I feel like I'm not going to give you my all. But my main thing for this video is that I want Mars College to get to know me more. Like I said, I'm not a judgmental person. I know what it's like to be judged upon on. Like I said, I've been through some obstacles in my life, and I had my own family who judged me and talked bad about me. So I know what it's like to be judged. Um, I'm a good listener. I'm always going to be there for my brother or a Spelman sister. Yes, I'm. I may not seem, from the looks, I may not seem of a friendly person, but like I said, like I'm an open person. You know, for me personally, I have grown a lot, and I'm not the, I wouldn't say, hold on, I would say that I haven't, you know, got into any of my old ways, because the old Tariq was like kind of like, into my shell, and it was hard for people, to get me out of my shell. So I've grown a lot. So and the importance that I want Mars to know is that I'm a loyal person, a loyal, a good friend. I know I said listeners, I listen numerous of times, but I'm always going to be there, to have a shoulder, to lean on, and I may not give the best advice, but I'm gonna try my best to make sure that my friends or brothers is on the right path. Let's talk about leadership roles. I'm not sure if I talked about that in video one or whatever, but I never really had that position to be a leader. I think everybody's leading their own way. Um, for me personally, if I was to take on a position like that and I had to lead people into, like, to the promised land or whatever, I wouldn't mind doing that. Like I said, like I always wanted to have a leadership role. You know, I haven't. Let's see. I wasn't in a situation where I had to become a leader. I'm not sure if I was in a situation if I was a leader, if people would see me as a leader, but I never really thought of myself as a leader because, to be a leader, you have to have, like, I'm not trying to say you have to be perfect, because none of my role models, even though they were close to perfect, but they, nobody's perfect, but the man upstairs, but um, and my definition to be a leader, you have to be, perfect. And I don't think that, and then me personally, I'm still trying to I'm just still trying to find myself. So, it's kind of hard for me, like I said, before I, get into that role, I have to work on Tariq. I got to find out who Tariq is, and yeah, it's just, I wouldn't mind taking up on a leadership role, but I just want to find myself before I got to take something that big. Um, in my own way, being a leader, I may have, strive and have completed my short term and long term goals. I'm not sure if that's like, a leader position roles, but that's into my eyes. I've came a long way. I still can't believe that I'm in a different country right now, learning about the Africana Muslim and the murder community. Again, like I'm traveling with Mars College, but I would say that I have friends who now wants to. I have friends who wants to try, who wants to study abroad. So maybe that I am a leader in that way. I'm not sure, but maybe in a few years, in a few years, I'll take on that role. But I think everybody's leading their own way. So yeah, it's just it's kind of just like on and off. Um, how would I define character? My character, I want to start with my characteristics. Let's see, um, let me see. I don't know if it's like on time would be can define my character or worth ethics. Um, my character, it's just I wouldn't say I would say it's different from everybody else, but I'm just like I'm just I'm just playing on Tariq, you know. I'm just laid back, chill. I don't do any harm or whatever. I don't know. How would I define character? I mean, because I ask myself that every day. Like, how do you like? What is your like? How do you define your own character? Let's see. I would try to. Let me see. I'm thinking, you know, honesty, or being loyal, or being giving good advice, or always being there for a friend, or from all the above. I'm thinking that's one of my that's my characteristics, that I'm always there for my friends whenever they need help. Um, I'm guessing that's one of my how would I define my character? I'm sorry that I don't have a lot of characteristics, but I kind of wish I did, because I looked at all the videos of the Morehouse men. Well, some of the students who go to Morehouse, I was looking at the videos. I was like, wow, they got some pretty good characteristics, and I only have one. But don't worry, I'm pretty sure when I attend Morehouse College, I earned and I found my own. I earned some characteristics, but yeah, I think how would I define character would be honesty, and being loyal, and always being there for a friend. That's how I was found. That's how I would define character, and that's my characteristics as well. And yeah, so that's what I that would be character. Um, what else I want Mars to know about me? I'm kind of nervous because it's like, I'm at this point where I'm like, oh, I don't want to mess up. I don't want to mess up. But that's all I have to say at this time. I also want to talk about how great this institution is. Before I went to Senegal, the program started in at Mars College for 2 weeks. We had classes at Wheeler, at the Wheeler building, and I could just remember me stepping on foot on the campus where Legends was at, like, where Legends was born, like, from Dr. King or Spike Lee, and what's that Mahar's brother who was in the Radio Raheem. I don't know his full name, but and then the president who's at Boys College, his son who's a senator, well, who's in the House of Representative of South Carolina. It's just that I want to be in those same shoes like Dr. King and Spike Lee. It's just that Mars produced so much good people, and I will be a good asset to this institution. There's no other school out there. I mean, I was just talking to my roommate Tito, who's a junior at Mars College, who's with me on this trip. I applied at other HBCUs like your Tuskegee, your Hampton. I didn't apply to Howard, or applied at FAMU, GSU, Grambling State. But I just feel like I just saying that you go to Morehouse is just like blow people away. It's not because the name's just about the rich history. Don't get me wrong. The HBCUs that I named, they do have rich history. They do, but I just feel like Morehouse is just like is where it's at. I just felt good, even though I wasn't a student there for those 2 weeks, but just receiving that ID card for temporary just made me feel proud that I actually made it, and that I'm going to be accepted. And I'm speaking to resistance because I really want this. It's like I'm trying to make my parents proud, and especially my mother. And being that I have two sisters who graduated from Spelman College, and a cousin who graduated from Spelman College, and fans of, for me, brothers and family members who graduated from Morehouse College. It's just like, I just got to be that, continue the legacy strong. I just can't wait to experience the richness and the beautiness of the school. And just I was talking with my professor, Dr. King, who teaches sociology at Morehouse College, and with something that they have Dr. King's report card. It's just the stuff that just little interesting artifacts about Dr. King, and the whole King Chapel pictures of Dr. King and his father. It's just like just amazes me, like how the school is just so just great. So Yeah, Dr. Darrell, I know that you had the admissions. Just please look at this video. I know it's not the best one, but I'm just trying to make my moms happy. I'm just trying to become a Morris man. That's all. Um, like I said, I had this opportunity back in 2015, but I couldn't take it because both of my parents didn't have the money, and my dad had filed bankruptcy, so there was no money coming in. But I honestly do think this is the right year for me, and this is the right time. And I'm speaking with the assistants to the ancestors that I hope I get accepted. And this will be a really I can learn from this. I can learn a lot from this institution. So peace and wallah and Allah.